At the end of the last chapter, Lincoln was recovering from his surgery, and everyone had left for a couple of hours to get something to eat. Owen, Jacob, Fiesta, Babeeba, and Kashiba are now back at the vet's office to see how he's doing. As they're coming through the door, the receptionist is greeting them. Hello, everyone. It looks like Lincoln came through his surgery with flying colors. He'll be fine, said the receptionist. Can we see him now? Asked Owen. Better than that, he's ready to go home. Hey, that's great, said Jacob. I'll go get Doc Tisdale and let him know you're here. Okay, thank you, said Owen. Kashiba said, that's wonderful news. It sure is, said Fiesta. I'm about to meet my brother after all this time. We won't mess up the surprise for you, Fiesta, said Babeeba. Doc Tisdale walked out from the back and brings Lincoln out on a leash. Here's Lincoln, said the doctor. He's ready to get back out in the world. He recovered very fast since his injuries weren't as serious as they looked. He still need to take it easy, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another patient waiting. Thanks, Doc Tisdale, said Owen as the doc walked back towards his office. Hi, everyone, said Lincoln. Babeeba, Kashiba, and Owen run over and give him lots of love. Lincoln, said Owen, we have some new friends for you to meet. You were pretty out of it before. This is Jacob. He's the one that put you in the back of the truck and brought you here. Thank you very much, Jacob. I'm glad you were there to help, said Lincoln. Owen went on to say, and Lincoln, this is his dog, Fiesta, the one you saved from the fight. Fiesta walked over and stood very close to Lincoln and looked into his eyes and said, yes, Lincoln, thank you very much for getting those bully dogs away from me. I'm so sorry you were hurt. That's quite all right, said Lincoln. I don't like it when bigger dogs pick on smaller ones. Well, I have something very important to tell you, Lincoln, said Fiesta. Okay, I think, Lincoln said. What is it? I am your little sister. Remember the puppy that ran into the bucket at the barn? Lincoln stepped back and just stared at her. A tear came to his eye, and he said, no way! My sister? Yes, the farmer dropped us all off at a store parking lot, and Jacob here was the first one to walk up and adopt me. Wow, said Lincoln, I never thought I would ever see you again. Kashiba was standing there with tears in her eyes. Oh, knock it off, Kashiba, said Babeeba. This is a wonderful moment. I know, you mangy brother of mine. These are tears of joy, said Kashiba. Lincoln, we have one more surprise for you, said Jacob. I'm not sure my heart can handle any more surprises. So far, this has been the best day of my life, Lincoln said as he looked down at his little sister, Fiesta. I'll tell you what, said Jacob. Let's all get in the truck and take a drive. Owen, you climb up front with me. Everyone else hop in the back. So they all went outside to get in the truck. Kashiba, Babeeba, and Fiesta, all of them jumped into the back of the truck. But poor Lincoln just stood there, looking how high the jump was. Jacob started to open the door to get in the truck, and then he noticed that Lincoln was just standing there. Hey, Lincoln, sorry about that, buddy. Here, let me help you. Jacob reached down and gently lifted Lincoln up into the truck, careful not to mess up any of his bandages. Thank you, Jacob, said Lincoln. Jacob closed the tailgate to the truck, then got in, started the truck, and started driving down the street. Where are we going, Jacob? said Owen. I'm going to make sure your pets get home, and you. But first, I thought you would like to see a possible happy reunion at my neighbors down the street. They rebuilt their home that burned. Seeing Lincoln will give them some closure and some incredible happiness. That would be nice to see, said Owen. They drove for a couple of miles and turned down the street they live on. In the back of the truck, Lincoln said, Hey, this neighborhood's really starting to look familiar, especially that fire hydrant over there and that tree over there next on the corner. This is where Jacob and I live, Lincoln, said Fiesta, right down this street on the left. When they got closer to their house, Fiesta pointed to it as they drove by. That's where I live, right there, said Fiesta. But why aren't we stopping? Asked Babeeba. We have another surprise for you, Lincoln, said Fiesta. The truck pulled up into a driveway of a newly built home. Lincoln was confused about why they were there. He didn't recognize this place at all because it had been completely rebuilt. Jacob gets out of the truck and walks up to the house. His neighbor Bob came out of the garage. "Hey, hello, Jacob," said Bob as he reached out and shook hands with his old friend. "Hey, Bob," said Jacob, "are your kids at home? I have a surprise for them, especially Christy." "Hang on, I'll get them," said Bob. "Christy, Jake, would you please come down to the driveway?" When they came outside, Lincoln caught sight of them. He started jumping and squirming and was about to jump out of the truck when Owen stopped him. "Whoa there, Lincoln. Don't jump out. You're not ready for that yet." "Oh, yeah, sorry, Owen. I got so excited. Those are the kids I told you about." "I know, Owen. Jacob and I talked about it while you were in surgery. Hang on, I'll get you out." "Wait a minute, Owen," said Jacob. "Lincoln's a tad too big for you to lift out. Better let me do it." "Good idea," said Owen. Jacob opens the tailgate, lifts Lincoln out of the truck, and he ran as fast as he could to Christy and started showing all kinds of love. "Lincoln! Lincoln!" Christy screamed. "Is that really you?" "It's me, Christy," said Lincoln. "We thought we had lost you in the fire." "No, I was in the backyard when a burning board almost hit me, and I ran and never looked back. I would have come back, but I didn't know where I was." Right about then, a great big tomcat comes walking out of the garage, walks down to the two of them. "Oh, look, Lincoln, we have another pet. Meet Giblet," said Christy. "Hiya, Giblet." Giblet turns his nose up and just walks away. "Well, I guess he'll have to get used to you, Lincoln," said Christy. Kashiba comes running over from the truck. "Hey, Lincoln," she said, "I thought I was the only cat in your life." Lincoln laughed and just said, "You're the only cat in my life with a name like Kashiba, and your brother is the only dog in my life with a name like Babeebaville." Everyone just laughed and laughed. Life was good, and everyone lived happy ever after. The end. That's the end of Owen and His Pets. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'll come up with a new story here pretty soon, too. Not sure exactly what it's going to be, but anyway, we'll figure it out. So see you next time on Uncle Steve's Bedtime Stories. Stay tuned. I'll be in touch.